I only got, for some reason, right, I think I had another news story planned for tonight, but I couldn't remember it. But I did find one news story that I do want to bring up. And it's actually a very positive one to start off the week. So Shift Up is in the news right now. So if you guys don't know who Shift Up is, they're a South Korean developer. They are known for making the gacha game Goddess of Victory Nikkei, which is it's my current mobile game fix right now. I've been playing Nikkei since like October, I want to say. Is by far easily out of the very few gacha games I've played, Nikkei is probably the best free-to-play friendly gacha game I've played. This is my personal opinion, because I've not spent a single dime on Nikkei, and I already have basically a really good team to set me up for like a while. I mean, I have plenty of team builds I could go off of if I really wanted to. And this is something that I just found out today. Shift Up are also the developers behind Stellar Blade, which was this, I think it was a Souls-like game that came out during 2024. It was like basically a Game of the Year contender, even though I don't think it was ever nominated for Game of the Year. I want to say it was nominated for action game. I can't remember, but I heard it was a really great really good game, and I want to get to it at some point. I just don't have the time right now. I'm currently still playing through the Stalker games. But yeah, no, I heard that Stellar Blade did really good in sales, like ridiculously good in sales, and Shift Up was in the news today because as a reward for that game doing so well, Shift Up has rewarded all 311 of its staff with a $3,400 bonus on top of a free PS5, which is probably the best reward I've ever seen a developer give its workers for a game successfully being successful. And I want to bring this up to you because it's so wild that this is like a 1 in a million story that I'm sure other game developers do this, but it's rare to actually see it happen. Like, I'm happy for the devs over at Shift Up. They put together a really fun gacha game, and on top of that put together a really fun action game on top of that that people really enjoy. Even though, let's be real here, if you know anything about Stellar Blade, I bet you there's a couple of reasons that are not safe for work that people are playing Stellar Blade for. However, that's to each their own. I know they just recently did a crossover thing with Nier Automata, which is another game I gotta play at some point. Along with a photo mode, which, let's be real here, we know what they're gonna use that what players are gonna use that photo mode for. But yeah, that was just a little fun, nice story I wanted to bring up. It's nice to see developers actually it's nice to see developers actually reward their developer. Oh, actually, sorry, I got sidetracked. Firstly, again, just to finish off my point, it's nice to see game developers actually rewarding its workers for a game being successful, and not seeing them get laid off for once. But I remembered the other story I wanted to bring up. So Destiny 1, for whatever reason, all right. So currently, right now, I believe the Festival of the Dawning event is still going on right now in Destiny 2. I think it ends tomorrow. Which, if you guys don't know, Festival of the Dawning is basically Destiny's Christmas event that they run every year, along with Festival of the Lost for Halloween, so on and so forth. Destiny 1 got an update recently. So the tower in Destiny 1 is decked out in Christmas decorations for the Dawning event. which is so weird because I don't think Bungie has never done this before for D1. Like, after D2 release, they kind of stopped releasing updates for D1. So for them to just out of the blue release this dawning event update for the game is kind of giving players this, because there's always been there's been talks in the gaming community and mainly in the Destiny community about Bungie potentially releasing a PC, or not even just a PC re-release, but just a full-blown, like, all, like, complete remaster of Destiny 1. Which, it's kind of wild to say, because Destiny 1 isn't exactly the greatest of games. But, like, right now we've actually kind of gotten into a point where we would prefer a Destiny 1 remaster over basically any new Destiny 2 content. I'm saying this knowing that Act 3 of Revenant just came out, and we'll be playing that tomorrow instead of Bully. But I'll take a Destiny 1 remaster. If it means it gets a PC release, and on top of that, just... I only really want a remaster of Destiny 1 just so I can play it at 60 FPS. Because playing the game at 30 FPS, even on a PS5... it hurts to see. I hate seeing that game still run at 30. And yeah, I wonder if maybe they're testing the waters with this, like, small update that they did. I would hope, because obviously, you know, if they do a remaster of D1, obviously that shit's not going to be free. And we know recently that, like, the complete edition of D1 just got a price drop. Yes, I do play on PS5. Not too much. The last game I fully played on PS5 was God of War Ragnarok. But yeah, no, I do play on PS5 occasionally. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no. We do know that D1 Complete Edition did get a price drop recently, like a permanent price drop. And you know, obviously with a remaster, they're probably gonna you know, make you pay like maybe 50 bucks for it. Which, I mean, if I have to pay 50 bucks to play a fully complete Destiny game, then I will buy Destiny 1 Complete Edition Remastered on PC. Because one, like I said, at least Destiny 1 is a full game. And, you know, just with it being released on PC, that's going to increase the game's player base. They'll probably even get more money. They'll actually make more profit out of it, I feel. Because obviously no one's, like, basically revenue for D2 last I checked was, like, not doing well. Like, no one's buying anything from the Eververse. So yeah, I personally haven't bought anything from the Eververse store since maybe the Displacer Beast armor set for the Hunter, and that was all the way back during the summertime of 2024 when Final Shape dropped. But yeah, no, that was just a very weird thing to see on my timeline. Because I saw Destiny 1 trending on Twitter, and I was like, wait, why is this trending? Then I saw they had updated the game for the Dawning event, which was weird to see. So hopefully this means that they'll do a remaster. I hope they do, personally, because Bungie needs some sort of win right now. And I'm constantly seeing reports of Sony pulling Bungie devs away to go work on other projects, whether it be different Sony projects or maybe it's Marathon. Although Marathon, I'm still not hearing good things on in terms of that game's development. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what the future holds for the Destiny for the Destiny franchise. Will we get a remaster of D1, or will D2 continue to slowly but surely sink into the nether? So we got maybe like one quick news story for tonight. It's regarding Helldivers. it has been announced that Helldivers is getting a movie. Which I find a little interesting, given that, I mean, a lot of the responses have been like, well, Starship Troopers exists, and me personally, I'd rather see Helldivers as a TV show rather than a movie. I can see how, I mean, obviously, if they have the first one be the Terminids, then yes, that's just gonna be Starship, like a retake of Starship Troopers. It really heavily depends on how they do it. But it's like a mix of like, it'd be like a mix of Starship Troopers, Terminator, and I don't know, maybe Mars Attacks, if that's how you want to. I can't think of like any film that had us fighting aliens, and the aliens were something along the lines of like the what the hell are they called? The new guys, the new enemy. Well, they're not new. They've been around since the first game, but I've not played the first game. The Illuminates? Is that, I think that's what they're called? Yeah, the Illuminates. In Helldivers 2. Yeah, I can't think of like a movie, us facing aliens, and the aliens were something along the lines of that. I don't know. But anyway, I think it could be fun. I think it could be a fun watch. Again, be like a, spiritual successor. Yeah, I guess you could say. Which, I mean, obviously in the video game industry, you see games that are made as like callbacks to other games, like because I could very well easily say, oh well, I'm saying this during the game's already long out, but why should Bloodstained be made when Castlevania exists? Well, it's because we haven't had a Castlevania game in so many years. The same reason why we haven't had a Starship Troopers movie in so many years. So I feel like us getting something that kind of like calls back to that is I personally don't see an issue with it. Granted, I mean, I'm sure the people who are calling it out, saying that, oh, well, Starship Troopers already exist, I'm sure they're gonna go see it anyway, because, it's a fucking Helldivers movie. Like, I could see myself having fun watching that, but, granted, video game movies are still kind of in this weird spot. Like, obviously, we do have our hits, with like the Sonic franchise, Detective Pikachu, which I'm still surprised there hasn't been another movie made. Whether it's Detective Pikachu or just another live action Pokemon movie. A couple other ones, and obviously, more recently Borderlands came out, which it's just sad.